Alright everybody, we're going to get started here soon. I've got my database that I'm throwing up here. Welcome in, Dried Moss here. Thank you so much for taking the time to jump over and join me. This is a viewer request from our good friend Eldon. Alan Wake is a favorite game of his. I like horror, I like narrative. Eldon knows that, so this is a viewer request. Feel free, if you're watching this on demand or you're watching live, to jump in and put into the chat or drop into the comments and request a game that you'd like to see streamed, and we can chat about it live or we can chat about it in the comment section. So I've got my database up over here. Let me get out of studio mode. It helps me on OBS. Let's see. I need to start a new database for Alan Wake. If you don't know how I do games, I like to take a lot of notes. It helps me immerse myself a little bit more and keep track of all the good narrative. Cyberpunk 2077 is by far the largest database that I've created. Let's see. Let's get a new... Let's see if I already started one. I feel like maybe I may have started one already. No, I don't. Alright, so we'll start a new template. Probably should have done this again before I start a stream. But I enjoy the note taking. I put Alan Awake. Alright, new bed database started. Let me get the game up. Alright, so this is the database that will be up. We're going to close the Cyberpunk one. Should have just the Alan Wake one up. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to put in here is people, places, people, enemy locations, and things in our pelt. Obviously, I think Alan Wake is going to be at the top here. And we will get started. Alright, let me check to make sure that we're going solid on the... Alright, that looks good. Let's collapse this. Press any button. Let's begin. I have jumped into this game when it was originally launched. Never really got too far into it. I have messed around a little bit with the Remastered. I also own Alan Wake 2 because it was on a deep sale. And I do enjoy this company's games. I like, I was going to say Returnal, but I like Control. I'm looking forward to trying the new Control game when it does release. But this will be relatively a fresh run for me. I understand Alan Wake is a writer. I do have a continue game. Let's do a new game here. I'll do normal because I can't get into Nightmare right now. I think I probably have to finish the game first. So existing will be overwritten. And you can probably see past
Stephen
streams
King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of
where
logic,
I kind of started
and there's
this
little
before.
fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
My name is Alan Wake, and I am a writer.
Dun dun dun.
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late.
At least he stopped.
He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone.
Episode 1,
I was in
Nightmare.
shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Alright, so we're going to get lore over here. Let's go... Chapter 1. No, Nightmare. A dream state. Again, I'll try my best, but I'll probably fail to get that database off and collapsed before I get back into playing. I think I'm getting better at not doing that, but because OBS scenes are broken, I'll keep it all into one scene. Look to the right. Turns the camera. Yes, okay. Look to the right. I gotta do a 360 turn. Right stick turns the camera. Yes, it does. Oh, look up to the light. Reverse your controls for looking up and down. No, I like pushing up to look up and down to look down. Unless I'm flying aircraft. Then I want to push up to go down and pull back to go up. Use left stick to walk. Okay, this is basic tutorial stuff. LB to sprint. Checkpoint! Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached a checkpoint. I think we're good there. That was a good game. Game audio could be a tiny bit louder, okay? I know it's going to be slightly
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there
lower.
was something important waiting for me there.
Because it is going to be it's kind of a quiet game, but I'll bring it up. I think I mostly keep it low because of Cyberpunk, and Cyberpunk is a lot of noise going on in that. Okay, so light is a thing. You can see the way the light reacts when you enter. Alright. If you know me, I like to take notes. I like to take feedback as well. Now, this isn't necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but we're going to talk about the camera here. It's not a good, it's mostly an average player immersion. And I think as games have progressed, they understand sort of, I mean, every director is going to do things different. And now that I am being overly analytical or overly critical of a game. Like, I should probably just play games sometimes, which I do. I don't stream every time I play. But while I'm in a stream, I like to take notes. And if anybody ever asked me what I think, was like, well, let me look at some of the things that I came across. But player immersion / camera. We'll call it a scene. We're gonna go speech to text because I'm fat fingering the hell out of this. The camera can be ripped from the player to focus on a particular scene, but it can be disorienting. Period. So you can see where the camera was kind of pulled away from Alan Wake's character, and that to me can sometimes be a little disorienting. It just let the player look around. And maybe I've been so into Cyberpunk 2077 where the camera is never really pulled from the player. Okay, hiking trail, Rain Cove Point Lighthouse. All right, let's put in that Again, I want to be very investigative, especially for a game like this, so hopefully it doesn't annoy people too much. Rain Cove Point. I am, wow, really fat-fingered here. I might just not be centered on my keyboard either. Light. Nope, I'm fat-fingering. Crap, I'm really bad today. Alright, light point. There's actually no... Hopefully I'll get better at this. Maybe I'm just needing to... Okay, gosh darn it. Okay, rain point, light point. Gosh. You guys might as well just disconnect right now. That's going to be super annoying if I keep doing that. Alright, that's a location. Oh, crap. This is not feedback. Yeah, just go ahead and click away, guys. This is how the whole stream's going to be. It's me fat fingering stuff. Rain Cove Point Lighthouse. Alright, that is a location. Location, let's do speech to text here. Location Alan Wake is at in the chapter 1 opening. Alright, I don't know if any of this is going to be important in any way, shape, or form. Oh, is this not blocked off?
The bridge had collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
Alright, we got to see if we can jump. I try to do that with every game, just to see how many hidden walls a game has. And I appreciate it when a game doesn't. Oh heck, I can explore pretty good. Okay. Alright.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
There was something important.
Let me know how the game audio is, if it's a little bit better. That's because Alan is the narrator. This is not your story, my friend. Usually the camera supports his narration. Alright. I get that point of view, yes. Ugh, wait. Didn't I already have that? Let's go back to our car.
You think this is your story, but it's not.
Do you really think that... Okay, this is a dream. This is a dream. This is a dream.
The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere.
Oh, his books. Oh, is he actually standing on a book? Does it actually register? Oh, it actually registers the book as a geometrical thing in the game. But this is his book, right? Alan Wake, the... something's... Is there a way I can zoom in on any of this? Oh wait, Alan Wake, the sudden stop? Something story? The sudden stop. Copies were seen spilled out from his trunk in the Chapter 1 dream state after he hit the hitchhiker. Period. Again, this isn't the greatest in viewing, but for me it helps like immerse myself a little bit more. So if any of that stuff pops up, it's like, oh, I remember that book. I already know the book title. Rain Cove Point. Okay, we got that. Rain Cove Point Lighthouse. What did the bridge name? Night Springs? Welcome to Night Springs. Night Springs. Oh, there it is. I was trying to read, so an Alex Cassie thriller from the best-selling author Alan Wake, The Sudden Stop. You know, when I looked at the cover before, it looked like he was reaching for the gun, but that's a pile of blood, and he's been shot. An Alex Casey thriller. Who is Alex Casey? Just a character name.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you could just make
Ryder?
up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer. You're a joke. There would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your...
See, this is how I like it when they do cameras. Like, hey, there's something you want to focus on. Here's your closer look if you want it. Otherwise, even though I am playing the character Alan Wake, and I like Eldon's points, like this isn't really the player's story, it's Alan Wake's dream. So you kind of have to go with the flow. But I like it when a game says, hey, there is something over there. If you want to get more of a focus on it, press this button.
You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories, 'cause I'm gonna kill you. It's not like your stories are any good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for.
I thought he was saying writer like R-Y-D-E-R. But he's saying writer as in author. Okay. Ooh, manuscript.
Departure by Alan Wake.
Just look at me.
Wait, what?
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
I really like this.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadow.
I'm wondering also Barry's arrival. I might need to be careful a little bit with this. The episode 1 Nightmare, episode 2 Taken, these might be unlocked because I've gotten up to episode 2 maybe in a previous run. So these are unlocked, so maybe I don't want to read into this right now. Ooh, stats. I think I loved this before, and I need to mention this just because it's good to kind of capture what it is I like about games. Statistics is something I really love in games, and it's going to be very good. I don't need this Rain Cove Point Lighthouse anymore. I love when a game tracks players' actions, like kills with a specific weapon, indirect kills, birds killed, batteries used, chests found, radio shows found, alarm clock found. These are just some of the things that you are tracked doing in Alan Wake. But it would be also cool, like how many steps Alan Wake has taken, and then you can just chase those things as little side mini games. All right, I'm kind of trying to speak to the viewers and get it into the database at the same time, so I'm not spending too much time tippity typing. All right, so I'll try to avoid the manuscripts just to be sure. So about the manuscript, yes, exactly like you said. If you picked up a page, it's saved for the whole game data and not just the individual playthrough. Yeah, I need to be careful with that. Okay, he smashed that. Also, let me know, like right now the game sounds kind of loud to me in my headset, but as long as this ambience right now isn't too overbearing, just to keep me honest. And if you're watching this on demand, just put a comment in the comment section, and I'll try my best to review it. Did we already tried to see if this QR code worked, right? I think I tried this the last time I played. It does take me to a YouTube, though. Vision 1. Okay, hold on. This does take me to Vision 1.
Outside reality, what we count as real. I wrote to find a way out. I wrote to master this place, to learn its secrets. Use that knowledge to rewrite my reality. Once upon a time, I'd written hard-boiled crime books set in New York City, till I was sick of it.
I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Alex Casey books. A detective solving cases of murder, corruption and madness in the dark city. This place tapped into my unconscious mind, drew from there, twisting what it stole into a nightmare that took shape around me. A mystery. A detective story. I needed a detective to guide me. Echoes of Casey haunted me.
That's actually pretty cool. Let's add that to the database. Uh-oh. Let's add that to the database. I don't know if OBS is frozen. I'm not getting an indication that my audio is coming through. Let me check over here. Don't know if I pushed a button inadvertently. Okay. I'm just not getting the... So on OBS, it shows me the audio coming from the PC, the audio coming from my microphone, and the audio from the game into OBS being recorded. I'm not currently showing the bar picking up my voice, but I hear it on, and thank you, Eldon, for confirming. I hear it on watching the stream on my phone, but I don't see the bar. This has happened a couple of times with OBS, so... because I get a little nervous that I've hit mute, and the only way I can tell if my voice is coming through is if I turn up the volume on my phone, which will cause some reverberation, or if I look at OBS, but I'm not seeing it picking up my microphone visually, but audibly, it seems to be coming through. Yeah, I do like, actually, let me refresh this screen. Hold on, give me a quick second, guys. Hopefully it'll fix the situation for me, because I like have a complex or something. I have this like nervous reaction that I'm sitting here muting. I certainly have done it before. Let's see here. Mic check, mic check. Okay, that should fix it. Alright, now I'm seeing my voice come in. Okay. But I do appreciate you, Elvin, confirming. I just need to have like a visual cue of some kind. Yeah, I like the fact that it has that QR code. That's pretty cool. We're going to add that to database. Let's go... Would that be fourth wall breaking? Or is that only when the character... Well, we'll call this one immersion. I think fourth wall is only when the character speaks to the screen and speaks to the audience. There are working QR codes. I should probably say that it's littered through the world. In areas of the game. Alright. Yeah, I don't know how entertaining this is going to be for people, but it's just what I do. Taking notes, pausing the game. What is the deep sea? Jesus Christ. What's this right here? In concert? Can't read that. Missing. Alan Wake is missing? No, not me. Alright, I believe this opening area is kind of tutorial-esque. It's going to teach me about light, movement, combat.
You missed your deadline! Damn. You can't stop me!
I'm a dodge master!
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I've been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Does it actually matter? Okay, I see something coming for me. Does it matter? Okay, cool. I have played a couple of games. Even my favorite game of all time, Cyberpunk 2077, has these fake or these not really urgent scenes that the player really needs to react to it at all. So it's just sense of urgency in games sometimes isn't real. So I've been testing it a lot in the games that I play to see, like, what if the player does nothing? Does it matter, or is it just for spectacle? And in this sense, there can be a sense of urgency. Movement matters. But I understand that sometimes games are really just scripted. They're trying to tell a story, so I shouldn't take it too much to heart.
This way!
Still coming. Do you think that it will affect this bridge?
Over here!
Okay, I can still see it coming.
Come on, Mr. Wake, come here!
Will it cross the bridge?
Hurry, Mr. Wake! Something horrible's coming!
Okay, it does look like it's still coming. I just love testing this stuff. Okay, did it stop on the bridge, or is it still coming? It looks like it's getting darker. but I don't think it passes the bridge. It's right there on the edge of the bridge, but it doesn't look like it's coming any closer. Or maybe he just doesn't or can't cross the bridge. Alright.
Wait, it's me! Play steward, remember? Quickly, get inside! There's no time to lose! It's coming! Inside now!
Will he not aim a gun at me?
Get inside!
I don't think it matters, does it?
Go, go, go!
Oh, the tree fell. Okay, so see, player doesn't do anything. Again, we're telling the story. I'm just messing with the systems. Just messing with the systems.
No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
I was trapped. There was no way out.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm pretty sure, like, some of the videos and stuff that you see of humans or stuff like that are actual developers. I like that they keep hitting this. I like that it just keeps getting it. Like there's a nice progression of narrative. What is this one? Conspiracy of Faith. Okay, because Alan Wake is a writer, and because books, I guess, may matter. Conspiracy. Oh, sorry, this is feedback again. Let's get back into... I might switch over the books to lore instead. I'll keep it in here. The sudden stop. I think I'll put sudden stop, comma the. I actually don't like titles with the word the in it. I mean for book titles. Alright, and then this one is called Conspiracy of Faith. Speech to text. Sitting in a cabin during chapter 1 of Alan Wake's Dream State. Will that matter? I mean, also some of these stuff that I'm taking down here is just really just for immersion for me. I'm also trying to respect... It took somebody much more time to put this gameplay space here together than it's going to take me to take a couple of notes. So I want to spend a little bit... Oh, this stuff moves around a little bit too. Oh, wow. Okay, well that's... Oh, well, let me add that in there. Put that in feedback. I think this is still immersion. It's actually very good because not a lot of games allow you to move around objects at all, even in a dream state. We'll call it also interaction. Speech to text. At least during chapter 1 of Alan Wake's dream state, inside of a cabin while he's trying to escape the hitchhiker, inside that cabin the objects get moved around by quakes of energy, but then Alan Wake himself can interact and move the objects slightly so they're not static, immovable objects, helping with player immersion, period. I don't know if that caught everything, at least during chapter 1 of Alan Wake's dream state, inside of a cabin while he's trying to escape the hitchhiker. Inside that cabin, the objects get moved around by quakes of energy, but then Alan Wake himself can interact and move the objects slightly so they're not static, immovable objects, helping the player with immersion. You know, punctuation be damned. It did pretty good there. And again, I think this is just me paying a little bit of respect for the devs, because sometimes devs will spend hours, maybe hours, or even 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the tool set that they're using, to put this together. I mean, here I'm sure they probably spent more than 5 minutes because there's objects in here that are interacting and responding to the story that's being told. So somebody spent some time here. Why can't I just take a little bit of a moment to take it all in? And maybe later this cabin will matter. And I think it is. Like, I think you physically come to this cabin later. But everything just seems to not be bolted down, except the thing that you would expect to be bolted down. Now, this also might be super dark. So let me change some, is it graphics, brightness? Let's go. I'm going to bring this brightness up higher than usual, just for the sake of the stream, because it is super dark on mine, and I want you guys to at least be able to see something. Okay, so it should be showing up a little bit better. Yeah, see, like, this shouldn't move as easy as everything else that moves. Like, there's some good weight physics to the objects. Actually, I should probably put that in my notes as well. Because when I also go into Alan Wake 2, I'll take some of this input. It's like, listen, this is what they did before. Let's see how much they've progressed from the previous game. Now, I'll try my best not to say, well, Cyberpunk did it, why can't Alan Wake? But I think it's healthy and okay to, hey, this is what Alan Wake 1 did. Let's see, because if you're a fan of Alan Wake, and maybe Alan Wake's the only game that you play, you would want what you loved or what you experienced in the first one to maybe bubble up into the second one. So that's another reason why I take a lot of notes too, because I have a huge affinity and I'm biased for Cyberpunk 2077. I've taken thousands of notes, pages upon pages of notes, so that when Cyberpunk Orion comes out, I'm going to jump into that game and just say, hey, here's the things that I would have liked to have seen more of, which CD Projekt Red is pretty good about updating their games. Proof of that is Witcher 3 is getting an expansion. So I hope that Cyberpunk 2077 does as well before the launch of Orion. So interaction, we'll call it physics, to give myself a little bit more context there. Alright, let's leave. Let's try to leave through the front door. Okay, we can't leave through the front door. That's okay. Just playing around, Tom the Poet. A terrifying, strange dive. Okay, I'm going to take a quick screenshot of this. Tom the Poet, and then I'll take down all that information later.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
The light is the only safe place in Alan Wake.
You must go into the light.
Oh, should I? Oh, okay, good. See? I like it when things aren't bolted down. Is this bolted down? No, it's not. See? I love things that aren't bolted down.
You are
See
hurt. Go into the light.
That's not bolted down either. Yes. This is Remedy, right?
Go into the
Remedy is the
You'll be safe.
developer.
You can rest there.
Developer and publisher. Is that right?
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing.
Okay, there's some foliage
This way.
interaction.
There's no time.
Is there time? Is there no time? Is there though?
The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
Hey man, what if I walked up to him?
Pick up the flashlight.
See? I like it, and you'll see different YouTube videos out there, or YouTube Shorts, whatever,
Only
TikTok
light can drive
videos,
the darkness
um,
away.
addressing when developers know what the players sometimes do.
You need
And
light
me
to survive.
walking over here,
Take the light.
let's see, can I jump over this? And let's just say that I'm messing around over here. It's like the player's not doing what they want them to do. Let's have this enemy, the hitchhiker, like swipe at them until they die. That way there's some oh, hello. Are we gonna shoot at those? Hey man, what's up? Okay, so cool. It's cool.
Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away.
Oh, what?
You did it. Now the
I did
darkness
it.
no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun. Pick up the revolver.
Now you'll die.
I forget the dodge button. There it is.
Good. You've done well.
Oh, they actually have. Okay, that's cool. Some games, like button mashing, sometimes players will be like, "Oh, quick, hurry, hurry, reload," and they'll just mash button, even though they only needed to press the button once. This one actually lets the player mash the button, which is above average for most games. Reload. If the player mashes a button, the character will actually react faster, period. Which is a rare thing. Like if the player is going to do something, let the
Remember
game
what I've taught you.
respond
That
to
is
that.
all. I will give you back your dream now.
What if I shone a light at you?
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
The last safe place on Earth.
Alright, let's reload our ammo. since it's apparently infinite. Or the reloading or gathering more is infinite, but how much I can hold is not. Boosting the light.
Take me this way, and now I'm gonna
Take that. Take that. And take that. And take that. And now let's go reload. And get more ammo. I bet you further down the road there's probably another box full of infinite storage, infinite supply. Wow.
This is it.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, taste it. Okay, this probably doesn't mean anything. Can I jump back up here? There we go. I'm gonna go back over here and reload. This is just a tutorial. I don't know. I'm probably wasting my time. But that's kind of what I sometimes enjoy doing, the meandering lifestyle of a gamer that has time to spend meandering. What would be cool is if I came over here and there's this fenced in area and you could normally just run by it, but if you looked inside of it, there'd be like a pig or an animal or something that you probably just wouldn't see just blistering through a game. That's why I love Night City, because you don't need to rush through, and if you take your time, you can find some really amazing things. Flare gun. Switch to weapons and throwables. Alright, that's a regular gun. That's a flare gun. That's a no gun. Oh, there's something down here. A thermos. What's a thermos do? Alright, let's see. Option statistics menu. No. It's a fortification. During the war. There's a good number of these in Hawaii that you can actually visit. Old war bunkers. I thought this was some kind of like psychedelic graffiti, but it's not. It's just a bush coming through, clipping through.
You're dead, just like
Oh, that's cool. I don't want to waste too many of those, do I? But now I know. Haha, you fall off the edge. Is he still down there? Is he gonna make his way back up? Is he gonna teleport? The lighthouse.
I can keep this up forever.
Okay, we've already proven that that can kill. explore a little bit. Oh, thermos. Get the thermos. Get the thermos. Get anything else that's collectible. Don't spend too much time out here because it seems to matter. Urgency. Make urgency matter in your games when you're showing urgency as something the player needs to react to. Well done. Fake urgency breaks player immersion to a degree that why even make it? I mean, unless it's a cutscene where the player control is taken away and the character just does a scene. If you're giving control to the player and you're showing urgency, make that urgency matter. He's here.
Wake up.
Wake up, Alan.
Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Bang chicka wang wang. We are here. Welcome to Bright Falls. I think this is where we're gonna get a game by Remedy, Alan Wake. Gonna get like credits, opening credits. Yeah, I don't think I ever made it to the point where I was like exploring a town or anything. At least on that first run. I think this might have been where, or close to where I ended.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Hey, it's Woody Allen.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Alright, I'm gonna go into options. Maybe we can get subtitles on. Extra large font, no. Background opacity. Video commentary? Original, remastered? What's video commentary?
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Should we push him over the edge, guys, and create a new story? The man accidentally fell over the edge of the boat and was dragged under, never to be seen again in the dark depths of Lake Bright Falls.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right.
You're cute.
Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble?
Barry. I do remember Barry's name. What is it? His publicist? Publicist. Question mark. Maybe. I don't know. No idea.
Say the word, and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great.
Oh, there's some good like planar or
Relax and recharge.
Some good planar reflection. I don't think
Has
it's
it
ray
got your
tracing.
creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay?
Barry is his
Okay.
manager and
Just looking out for
absolutely
you, buddy.
hilarious.
Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
Oh, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Nice jacket.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Oh, who's the camo guy? Let's go see if we can talk to him.
Damn yuppies.
Who's damn yuppies? I'm a yuppie? Did you just call me a yuppie? Another man, tragically, accidentally, without any influence by Alan Wake, falls over the
Okay.
edge of
Good
the...
day to you too.
Okay. Authorized personnel only. I am authorized. No. Okay. I'm not authorized. Alright, let's go take a look
Come
at this
on,
map.
Slowpoke. You get the full service here. I've made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags.
Don't know
All
if that
you
matters.
have to
Bright
do is
Falls,
drag your cute
Watery,
butt into the car and enjoy
Cauldron
the
Lake.
ride.
Am I going to be
Yeah,
exploring
sounds like
this
you've
whole
got
map?
a lazy bastard for a husband.
Yeah, but I got a thing for him. Come on, you lazy bastard. Let's go.
I was about to say, if I look up into the captain's cabin, or to the helm, and there's nobody there, I'd be like, what? Is he going to pull up or what?
Let's get back in the car and drive to the town. We're here.
Okay, get in the car. Here, let me get the door for her.
We need to
I got
stop
the
at the
door
local
for her.
diner to get the cabin key
Oh.
from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us.
Carl
I'll go fill her
Stuckey?
up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
I didn't get the full
Alan?
spelling.
Thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave.
Did I miss her name?
I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm
Sorry.
glad to hear that.
Rose.
Sorry.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment.
I missed Carl
One of the
Stuckey's
beginnings
name.
for Alan Wake deals with the structure of the story. Working on
Okay. Now, I noticed I have the dev. He's also... God, what's the game that this guy plays? It's the Bullet Time guy. They also made that game. I'm going to turn this off. I thought maybe it was only during cutscenes. It's cool that they have it in here, which is pretty cool. To have a narrator or commentator. I think the first time I ever had a commentation in a game was in a game called Darkness. And you could walk around the world and interact with these little nodules of light, if you will, and they would have a commentator talk to you about the game. And I thought that was excellent because I actually liked Darkness. It might not be called Darkness, but something, maybe Darkness. Where it's almost like Venom, where something possessed the player and you use that possession to interact with the world. You missed Pat Main, the guy on the ferry. Pat Main. Okay, thank you. Carl Stuckey. I don't know if I missed her name. Yeah, but I'm gonna... The commentary's cool, but I might do that on a second playthrough. Maybe. Oh, Carl Stuckey's right there. Right there. Carl Stuckey. While Alice is out getting the car gassed up, Wake visits the Oh Dear Diner in order to get the keys to their cabin from Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey. Alright, so not with an E. there's an original and the remastered commentary. So they get to add in some stuff that's like, hey, we thought because of this we'd remaster and change this, so that's why it's different. That's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool.
They took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Okay, so he's here during Deer Fest.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Rusty. Alright.
Are you staying long, Mr. Wake? I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation with Alan Wake.
Okay, so for the sake of the stream, guys.
Are you on your own, or is your wife with you?
Because
I can show you the town if you want.
time I do
I get off work at 6.
Forget.
Thanks, Rose. We'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Rose. So Rose and Rusty. Okay, Rose is the diner waitress. Rusty looks like park ranger. That's what it says on his shoulder. Park ranger met first at diner. Come on, XL. Recognize my double tap. Alright, Rusty's guy. Now, I thought I saw... Okay, there's somebody walking outside. I don't think I can walk outside.
I wasn't ready to leave. I needed to find Carl Stuckey to get the key to the cabin.
Right. So much for a quiet vacation.
Alright, Deer Fest we need to add. And because I'm already noticing that I'm not taking down the Excel file, I'm going to try to shrink it up so at least the majority of the game is being shown. Annual event in Bright Falls. Alright, did I get Bright Falls in there? I did not get Bright Falls in here, that's weird. I thought I got that off the bridge in the Dream State. That's location. Speech to text. Location Alan Wake goes to get away and write his next novel. Period. Maybe. Alright, let's go here. We're going to get back into studio mode. Bring up this database. Go back to OBS. Grab this and we're going to shrink it down and put it in the lower right corner. So hopefully this is a little bit better if I forget to take this database screen off. Unfortunately, I can't create multiple scenes, I think. But let me actually do this as well. Let's take off the Excel file from this scene. I'm going to create another scene that's just the database. Give me a quick second here. Because I enjoy taking all these note stuff, even if viewers mostly don't. Alright, let's add a source. It's gonna be, I think it's not image, it's not scene, it's window capture. Alright, so now I've got two scenes here. I don't think it's going to have Elgato's music in the scene. Unfortunately, I guess I could add it. Hold on, give me a quick second. Let's go video capture device or audio capture, audio input capture. Let's go Elgato. Okay, let's go here. Let's go Elgato. Okay. Again, I don't hear the game audio here for this scene, unfortunately, so it may not work at all. I've had a lot of issues like this with OBS. So if I go here and then I switch back to database, you don't hear the game audio. So that being said, let's delete that one. I appreciate anybody's patience who might be sitting here like, what is going on? Just play the game. Alright, let's do video capture device. We'll go Elgato again. Let's add existing. Elgato. Okay. The audio should be coming through, but I'm going to put it way back down here. Okay, so now this is the scene. This is the one that I'll have up whenever I want to bring the entire database up. But otherwise I should stay here. This can pop up from time to time so that people know when I'm adding to it. I'll make it a little bit larger, but if I forget, at least you can see the majority of the screen has the game on it. But I will also try my best to collapse it. And then if I go back to database, and I want to have just the database being shown, and I don't necessarily need to have my camera on, we can put it there. Now if I put my camera in this particular scene with OBS, unfortunately it'll freeze that camera and my image will be frozen. So we'll try my best not to be doing that too much. Alright, thank you for your patience. Let's go talk to these.
Do me a favor, Sonny! I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
I didn't get to select. It's gonna play a song he doesn't like. He's gonna get mad.
Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about, yes!
This isn't copyrighted music,
This
is
it? I've died
Just
and
gonna
gone
tell
down.
you about a story at the local diner. Oh yeah, lime in the coconut. What is going on? Are you okay?
Don't go in there, young man.
Why not?
You can hurt yourself in the dark.
No.
I think I can handle it, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
The bathroom. Hello. Poopy doo.
Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Is it B&B? Listen, lady. You're
Cauldron
creepy.
Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Cauldron Lake. Cauldron Lake. That is a location.
I am so happy this could be arranged.
Are you happy that this was arranged? She should say, Mr. Wake, that's the ladies. Please be more.
You are not the first rider to stay in the cabin, you know.
Put the lime in
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to...
Alright, give me a quick second. I'm going to take a restroom break. Don't want to leave the lime and the coconut music on either way, because that'll probably get copyright. Alright, give me a quick second.